Hi, welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is JoAnn. If this is your first time visiting, well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you like this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so every time I upload a new video, you can know. Also to my subscribers, thank you so much. I love you so, so much. Today, we are going to create this countdown to Christmas. Isn't that awesome? It's been a challenge because we had a few disasters along the way, but this one, you just take the snowflake and you put it in front of the day. So cute. Such fun. And really, that was my pencils falling down, but that's okay. Anyway, we have such fun here at Artistry Collaborative. We are the home of TryLab because all we want you to do is try. You are creative and you can do this. Yes, Anne, you can do this. Okay, that's my sister. She says it looks too complicated. It's not. If you just take the time, it's not. I promise you. And you can always comment below. Please comment below. I'll reach out to you and help you any way I can. So, okay, let's get going and let's try this together. I very much like the cardinal sign. We're going to use two of these elf signs, which are very cute. But we're going to make a countdown to Christmas with these. So, all you need to do is take these off. This stuff will peel off. It did last time very easily. So we're just going to take all that off and I'll be back. Okay, so most of this came off in like almost one whole piece. So it was very, very easy. I was going to use this side, but I think I'm going to use this side because it's already got like paper left over and it's like something for paint to grab onto. It's a little better than this slick surface. And so I took the staples out and I just used my handy dandy sandpaper sponge. This was a post from the Halloween thing, and so I just trimmed it to fit this. I used my Dremel tool and I cut off a little bit more. And I'm not the neatest cutter, so you can see that it's very wonky, but it's not even wood, so it files down very, very easily and smoothly. So that's all good. All right, so we're going to get a couple of popsicle sticks. We're going to line this up. Excuse my pajamas. But it's just, I had a very long weekend and I worked a little bit and I've just been trying to organize and it's just been crazy. So, yeah, I'm tired, but I have so many videos I want to get out that I just can't stop. Anyhow, I did put up a new podcast recording today, so please go to the podcast. It's called Promptings. You can find it on Anchor or Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. It's everywhere, and I interviewed this really adorable girl. Well, she's a woman. She's not a girl, but anyway, she's an illustrator and she's just lovely. I met her at a craft show last year, and so we talk about her art and her process, and it's a really nice interview, and I talk about for about 7 minutes just thinking about your story, and you know, when you talk about your story, how we kind of get locked into what our story is instead of what it should be and could be and what we want it to be. And so I kind of touch on that, and hopefully and I did this wrong. Oh no, I didn't do it wrong. I'm all ready to scream at myself. All right, and then I'm going to glue this down. So I saw something similar to this at JoAnn Fabrics, and it was adorable, and it was ridiculously priced. I mean, they have lots of great sales, and I'm so grateful that they haven't deserted us like Michaels have. I think Michaels has really become terrible. But anyway, and it was this countdown, and it was adorable, and it was ridiculously expensive. So I said, I am going to make a version of that. So I'm going to at least get started on this. But I have to go to the Home Depot and get some stirring sticks, because that's what we're going to use for the levels to have the numbers to count down. So anyways, this is of course the lightweight spackling that you get at the Dollar Tree. I'm just filling it in. I'm not going to do shiplap in this one. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to put some scrap paper at the top, and then we'll paint the middle white, and then we'll put some more scrap paper at the end here. So I'm just trying to fill this gap between the two signs so that it's smooth. And then I go in with my handy dandy popsicle stick. I was going to call it a toothpick. I'm very tired, so I may be talking in circles, which wouldn't be the first time, right guys? So also, I do have a contest going on. If you subscribe and comment on the tutorials, I will put you in a special drawing. The last day will be the 28th, which is in memory of my beautiful son that I lost. And we're going to give away a $30 gift certificate to anything I make. I know you don't know what my prices are. Sometimes I don't know what my prices are. But I guarantee you'll get something beautiful. And I promise I'm going to work on that this week too, is putting things up on my website with prices so you can see what your $30 can buy you. But I'm very happy to do that. Alright, so I'm going to cover the whole thing with white, but like I said, I think the top and the bottom will be a scrapbook page. I have this lovely snowflake scrapbook page, and I think that that will go really well. So I'm using my gesso. I want to use this gesso up because I've had it for a while now, and it's starting to get wonky, if that's a word that you use. I'm not sure, but I want to use it up, so that's why I'm using this. But you could easily use acrylic paint, and you can use a color if you want. It doesn't have to be white, but what I'm going to do is create a Christmas town at the top using a Dollar General scene that I bought. And then we're going to use a present, and the present is going to go along the streets of the days. That's not making any sense, but basically we're going to put strips of wood with all the numbers 25, 24, 23, 1, and the present will go down to the count of how many days till Christmas. Now there is so many different things that you could do. I thought of doing the little red truck because everybody loves the little red truck, except the little red truck is facing the wrong way, so that's not going to work. But so I'm going to use the present, but you know, as all things, I may change my mind. So let me finish this, and I'll get back when this is done. Okay, so this is still drying. When I was drying it, I noticed things were starting to bubble up, so obviously taking off the e.l.f. paper, I didn't take all the e.l.f. paper off, So I may turn it, well, I can't turn it over now, but you may want to do it on the shiny side to get a better hold. I thought it would be better on this side, but obviously no, but it's okay. All right, so while that is drying, I wanted to show you, I got this at Dollar General, and it's $3, and it is all these pieces. And it comes with this stand, and you put these things in here, and you set up your little town. It is just the cutest thing ever. Look at this. Look how cute this is. This one, it's got the little trees here. And one house fell, I think. Yep. And this house. Look at that. All that for $3. So I'm going to use some of these, not the big one. Let me save that for my gingerbread, not gingerbread, Santa Village, which is coming up. I swear it's coming. But I think this would work really cute up here to create a little village. Like so. Like that. Maybe we'll just do that. I don't know, it needs some trees, so we'll figure out some trees somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do on the top for a background is we're going to use this paper. This is from the Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby. And it's called Classic Snowflakes Blue. So I'm going to measure this and cut it out and paste it. Okay, so I was looking at this, and I cut this. It was a little less than 12 inches, and these are 4 inches. The tallest is 4 inches, so I did 6 inches. And I did 6 inches on this. So we're going to Mod Podge this onto the sign. But I'm trying to come up with the configuration for these. And so I took one of the DollarTree trees and I trimmed it flat. So I was doing it and I thought, oh, this should be on tape. So I'll do it on here so you can see. But, you know, it's pretty easy. You just go in there and trim. This one is a little harder than the other one was. The white one was pretty easy. But, yeah. So that's all you do. Can I use... No, I'm not going to save it. JoAnn, let it go. Okay. But I'm going to use a white tree. I think that's going to look cute. And so this is going to go in between these two, and then this one is going to go in front. And I may put this here. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the fun part is now we get to play with these. This is going to be like the leading up to the Santa Village, I think. So let's start with the really easy stuff, which is the trees, because that's green. And I'll pick some colors for these houses. I don't want to go traditional, I don't think. No, I think I'm going to go, I know pink is really big this year. And that pretty retro blue. I'm not sure. Let me see what I come up with. So, you put me in with a bunch of colors, and I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't decide. But I went with some metallics. Well, these are pearls. They are by Martha Stewart. This is Aquarium. This one is Eclipse. This is Dazzling Metallics by Deco Art. It's called Berry. But we're going to lighten this one up. It's much too dark for the paint palette that I'm going with here. So we'll put some of that in there. And I have this Waverly chalk paint mineral. So, and it's not open, so we'll add some gesso to this to lighten it up. Now the problem with changing colors is that you have to make enough to cover whatever it is you're covering, because you know you might not get the same effect again. So make sure you make plenty. Oh gosh. So yeah, I just want to go with some, I don't know, some different colors. No one said, I mean, you go into the stores and there is just everything. And the problem is I love everything. I love going with iridescent and snowflakes and white, and I love traditional plaid, and I love, you know, it's just crazy. All right, so I'm going to paint the little house. This, well, I thought it was going to be retro pink. I don't think it is, but we'll see what we come up with. Make sure you get the insides too, and the sides of it, because those will show on the calendar. So see, you don't really need that much at all, but make sure. Yeah. Okay, so that's that color, and look how much I made. So I'll see if I can save that somehow, but I doubt it. All right, and then I'm going to make one house, this pretty just exquisite turquoise color. It's just awesome. I think all my brushes are in here. Oh, guys, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. Oh, it's going to look beautiful with that blue snowflake paper. It's going to take a couple of coats, because it's very translucent. But oh gosh, it's so pretty. And I'm wondering if I should put, now I'm just being sloppy up here because I'm going to come down with brown or in a coordinating color, maybe just snow, I don't know. But yeah, I love it. I had a pink, I wonder if I can find it in this was a set that I bought at Michael's, and it was all the pearl colors, but this was, oh gosh, 6-7 years ago. It was quite a while ago. So, but I'm sure she has something very similar, or maybe folk art does. It's pearl. It's considered pearl, and it is fabulous. It really is. I know I say these words a lot, but you know, I think most YouTubers say these things a lot. But I mean, we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it, so that's probably why we repeat ourselves so much. But yeah, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm going to finish doing the trees and the houses, and I'll be back to show you how I do the roofs and the details. So I used up some of my paints because I hate to waste paints. So I made this tree like this. I don't know if I'll do anything with it, but anyway, so these are all done, and then I started to paint the trees green, and I thought, wait a minute, there was a green in that set, so I mean, why argue with Martha, right? She knows what she's doing. So we're going to paint green over this, even though we're going to put some snow. There's no doubt about there'll be snow on these trees, but it'll give it more dimension if it has different colors. So we are just going to go very sloppy over it, not complete coverage at all, just highlighting. So yeah, and put it on, like if you like to see the like it looks like tree branches, you know, put it on thick. And let me do a little bit more of this and this. And again, I am going to put snow on here, so, but like, see how that is like way too much? We're going to leave it because it will look like it's windswept, and I like that. I like that a lot. So, all right, so now we have to do the roofs. So I went and looked in my brown stash, and I mean, I do have this chalk paint, which is a very, it's not even open yet. It's hazel, no, this is mineral. It's a gray, which probably would look good. I don't want to do them all the same. So let's see what this guy looks like. It's going to be very, very dull. It's a very washed out color. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going to paint them all. I don't want them all the same color, but I'm going to start with this, and then we'll see where we end up. So I started playing with my bits and pieces, and as you can see, I started adding little pieces of ribbon, and then I thought, oh, I guess I really should be filming this. So this is just 2 little pieces of ribbon, a scrap of ribbon, and now this one I'm just following this line, and I came down and I'm going to go across like so, and I'm using tacky glue to put it down. I don't know how much trim I'm going to put. Like, I feel like I should put something behind these windows and doors, but I don't want to go crazy either. And look, you could just paint this. You could use magic markers to create a doodle effect, or you could use stickers. So many things you can use to decorate these little houses. Or you could just keep them plain. You could paint them all one solid color, like all white or all silver, all gold. That would work too. So I don't want you to go crazy thinking, how am I going to do all this? You can do as little or as much as you so desire. Okay, I gotta put the snow on. I'm just squeezing so that it looks like the snow fell on the trees. You don't have to do the whole tree, just where you think the snow would have landed and gathered. Now this I'll have to fix later, but that's fine. And then I'm going to go all down the side. This is a very tough bottle. And you could use white puffy paint, fabric paint. That would all do. you will want to put, no, again, you will want to put, I don't want to tell you what to do. But you might want to put glitter. So I'm going to go get my glitter and glitter these up. So you could also use, and if it does that, it's okay. It was a big snowstorm. You could also use this glitter glue by Crafter Square. And then I'm using my Recollection extra fine glitter. So I'm going to go and make these houses very snowy. And I'll be back. Okay, so I Mod Podged this down and let it dry overnight. And then I took some of this ribbon, glitter ribbon by DollarTree, and edged that. And these are what the houses came out like with the snow and glitter and all that. I used the Creatology extra fine glitter on that. And what I ended up doing is leaving the roofs, well, this one I covered with the ribbon, leaving them, I painted that with Mineral by Waverly. It's a chalk paint. And then I did all the chimneys with truffle. So I will have that in the description box. And again, I wanted to put something behind these, but I'm going to wait to do that kind of stuff with the Santa Village. But we're going to hot glue all this down, okay? And then I don't like the way this looks, so I'm trying to find a paper that I like. And actually, this does not look white, does it? It looks ivory to me. And then I thought maybe this, but that looks a little too much because our letters are iridescent. Sometimes I think I just have too many options. I kind of like this because it has like a pinkish tone to it. I'm going to cut this off. This came from a paper pad, and again, there's no point in even telling you what it's from because they're all old and you're not going to get them anymore. But I'm sure you'll find something just as lovely to create your masterpiece. So I'm going to Mod Podge this down, and then we are going to lightly pencil in 5 rows. And then I'm going to put another strip down here and put the rest of the blue down here, and down here it will say Countdown to Christmas. Alright, so let me paint this in, Mod Podge this in. I put this down, and I do want to reiterate, if you do this, use this side, not the side that had the elves on it, because I'm noticing a lot of bubbles and a lot of paper coming up, so not the best, you know, learn from my mistakes. But I'm also going to put another strip of this across this so that it will be even. So what I'm going to do, this is sticky back, which I cannot believe, but I don't trust it that it's going to be strong enough. So I will hot glue this down. Okay, so I was just doing some of the math, and I may have cut this way too close, but we will see. I'm not going to here until we know for sure. But I'm going to take this carefully, put that down there, and okay. So I'm going to make 5 2-inch. So this is 11 1/2, so I'm going to come down like 1/4 of an inch. It's 11 1/2. If you have a pattern in your paper, you might be able to just follow that. Before we begin with the numbers, I would like to get the houses attached because I keep moving them around and they're driving me crazy. So I'm going to attach this guy first. And again, I think I may put some tacky glue on here too because it just holds better. Just have your tacky glue ready as opposed to what I do. Oh my God. Okay. I think I will put my tacky glue on first. Gee, that's a thought. Separate these two. These two got stuck together with the snow, but we don't need that. Where's the trees gonna go? Tree's gonna go on this side. So let's put those on. Why is all my tacky glue? Yeah, see? Because I pick up the wrong one, that's why. I can tell I'm just overtired because I am just, yeah, sloppy. Very sloppy. So I apologize for that. Alright. That's going to go there. We'll do this guy next. Yeah, I was thinking about making little doors and stuff for these, but we will do all that stuff when we do the Santa Village, which is coming up. I promise, it's coming. It's coming. Very soon. Very, very soon. Like so. Like that. Alright. So I should probably put it here. Every time, guys. And I forgot about the tree. Damn it. It's okay. It'll get in there. Just put some glue on your tree. May melt some of it. Hold it down. Okay. Alright, so the village is in place. Now we have to put the numbers. Okay, so I apologize if this video is a little haphazard. I came home the other night and my dining room was flooding from the gentleman upstairs who had his bathtub overflow, and my computer was on the dining room table. His bathroom is over my dining room, and this project was on the table, and so both got ruined. I was able to rescue this, sort of. I'm keeping this for myself, but anyways, so I'm going to give you lots of alternatives. My daughter ended up doing the numbers for me. That was the most difficult part of this project. And again, Dollar Tree sells numbers. You can get rub-on letters. You can rub-on numbers. Michael's, JoAnn's, you know, however you like it. But this was from the Cricut, and I used a hologram thing. So there are alternatives to what I am doing. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole. Is that the next thing we're going to do? I did want to explain what I'm doing. When I purchased this set from Dollar General, it comes with this. I think I showed this to you, but you know, they slide in here and you can set up the whole thing. So I took this piece and I had my brother-in-law cut them in half. So you get two pieces that are equal, and then the middle one is very small. So I'm painting them white, and then I am going to glue them in here like that. And then we are going to attach this. I'm going to drill a hole and have a string come through the snowflake, and then the snowflake will land inside of each day as the countdown to Christmas. I also need to put down countdown to Christmas. I think I'm going to do wooden letters here and like put them with snow. But again, this doesn't have to be like this. You could do a totally different, you could do buffalo check with Christmas trees up here and use the little red truck to drive along. You could do snowmen, you know, whatever you want to use. You could do a little Christmas tree, countdown to Christmas. So many things. But these are, I doubled up. These are from the Dollar Tree. I doubled up, glued them together, and just put some white acrylic paint and then some of the Creatology fine, extra fine glitter from Michael's on here. So there are holes in here. I need to re-drill it to, there's paint in there, and I'm going to drill a hole here, and we are going to attach this. I'm also going to drill 2 holes here to put in twine so that it will hang, because this is relatively heavy with the board in the back, and then with these boards on top of it, it's going to be significant. And I also thought I'm going to go and do the glue icicles that I normally did with the a couple of projects, the deer triangle and the candle window. So we're going to do that, and we're going to find some wooden letters that I'm also going to paint white and put glitter and write countdown to Christmas. So let's let me get my drill and drill some holes, and I'll be back. So my original thought was to use this twine, but and I first drilled to try to make this hole bigger, and it just ruined it, so that's out. So what I'm doing is using a helpful needle threader, but you might be able to get this through even without it. So I'm putting this through the hole, and then I have this, it's an elasticy, stringy, it's called 1mm elastic cord, and I got it in silver. It's just was in my stash, but I'm sure you can get it from Michael's jewelry department or JoAnn's. And so it just went right through, and I'm just going to double, triple, quadruple knot it. And I think something else that you could use is a very thin wire, like a jewelry wire. That would work. Yeah. And then I'm going to get my piece. I drilled the hole here. So we just want to make sure, now this is elasticy, so it can really move, but I want to make sure that it has plenty of room to go. So I'm going to put it on the furthest letter, And then I'm going to give it a little bit more because I have to tie it. And then we will just tie it. I put this hole over here under the tree. And again, I'm going to double, triple tie it. I may even put some tacky glue in the hole. I don't want to use hot glue because I think it might melt the elastic. But just really lots and lots of knots. And we'll just put that right in there and glue it. Okay, so I originally was going to use jute, but I thought to go with this snowy, sparkly theme, I'm using this gift trim that I got from Walmart. It's $1.48 for 15 feet, and yeah, I really like it. So now, and here's the snowflake. Plenty of room. We're going to put the boards on once those dry. But right now we're going to make the icicles across the top. And again, you just squeeze and drag, and squeeze and drag. This has a hair on it. Squeeze and drag, squeeze and drag. And I'm just going to do a little bit, and then I'm going to take my Recollections glitter and glitter it up. And then I'll go back and add a little bit more. You want to vary the sizes so that it looks like icicles. Alright, and I'm going to do that all the way across and then let that dry. Okay, so now what I'm doing is taking these strips that I had my brother-in-law cut and gluing them down. I'm using Gorilla Glue. I've been hearing great things about it. I know, you know, it has a good reputation and I want it to last a long time. This is for my own personal use, but, you know, I still want it to last. And then I'm just lining it up right under the numbers. And if you want to lay something on that to keep it straight and steady, you can do that. Now, you don't have to use wood. You could also take DollarTree sells Velcro, and you could cut a little strip and put Velcro, you know, positive and negative, and do that so that it, like, put the Velcro on the bottom and put that side, and you could Velcro each day. So it does not have to be these wood pieces. There's a variety of, you know, different things you could do. But I just wanted to show you this. Once this is all dry, we'll come back and we'll do the countdown to Christmas, and that'll be it. Well, as you can see, it's very tight. So what I'm going to do is make the letters dance and overlap them a bit so that it gives it a little well, first of all, it fits. Second of all, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's kind of like energized countdown, okay? And then I've got these two from those thicklets I've tried to use several times. And then Christmas just about makes it, so I'm going to have it overlap just a little bit on both ends. But I think that's going to be great. So I'm going to paint them white, and because I want them to look like this with the white glitter. So of course I'm going to use my Creatology extra fine glitter. So let me paint these, and they have to dry, and then I'll glue them down, and I'll show you how this all comes together. Oh my gosh. All right. It's countdown to Christmas, not Christmas countdown. And again, if you can see these lines, there's lines, it's warped because, as you know, we had that disaster with the flood. So yeah, this piece got ruined, but I'm going to use it anyway, because I like it. I think this one fits the way it is. Right? Didn't we say that? And this is the one that didn't fit. So this is the one that's going to go every which way. Alright, and then we're just going to get our hot glue. And line it up along the bottom. Coming out a little bit because it doesn't exactly fit. So let me put this in and I'll be back. So I just wanted to bring you in and show that I'm just using hot glue. Of course you could use white glue, tacky glue, E6000. I would recommend probably a better glue than hot glue, because you know it's you want it to last a long time, so you can take it out every Christmas and or maybe pass it down to your kids, and so you want it to stand the test of time. So there's countdown, and then like I said, I just have these two letters, and I'm just going to put them in the middle, which is right here. I should probably measure. Who would have thunk? So this is 11.5, so 5.25. So yeah, a little over. Alright, so I'm just going to put some hot glue on that. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for you. You have no idea, and I'm just having so much fun creating these tutorials for you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit the bell so that every time I upload a new video, it will let you know. Please share the video with your friends and family that might be interested in creating also. Again, there is a contest going on. If you subscribe and share and send one comment down until November 28th, I'll have another contest for December, but I will put you in a special drawing to receive $30 towards any one of my projects. I will be, as soon as I get my computer back, putting up all my projects that are for sale. And so, especially for, you know, Christmas time, you would want to do that. But, yeah, I'm really happy. I just think this is just so cute. And again, this is just going to come and sit in front of whatever day it is, like so. I just love it. So, I hope you are doing well. And as we say at Artistry Collaborative, just keep on creating. And there you go, your countdown to Christmas. It took a long time to get it here, but it's here, and I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching.